In this presentation, we will consider another important function available in string library called strcat function, also known as string concatenation function. So let's get started. Here is a prototype of this strcat function, that is char star strcat. Within this round bracket, char star str1, comma, const char star str2. strcat function appends the content of string str2 at the end of string str1. So the content of str2 will get append at the end of the str1 and the resultant result is stored in str1. In reality, pointer to the first character of the resultant string will be stored in this str1. This is the job of strcat function, and here we can see const keyword over here because here we cannot change str2. The updation is made in str1. That's why this is const. Okay, finally it returned the pointer to the resultant string str1. Obviously it will store the resultant string here, but it also return the pointer to the first character of the resultant string. So string strcat function or string concatenation function this string is also return the pointer to the resultant string. Okay. Now here in an example demonstrated how strcat function works. In this main function we have str1 and str2. These are the characters array and they are accumulated up to 100 characters. strcpy function is called to copy this string str1, and once again the strcpy function is called to copy this string str2, so that this str1 content welcome to and str2 content C programming. Now after calling strcat function, both these string get concatenate, which means that C programming will get append at the end of this welcome to. Finally, the resultant string is welcome to C programming, right? And the pointer to the first character of the string will get stored in this str1, and this strcat function also return the pointer to this resultant string. But as we are now storing that pointer over here, it doesn't matter. The help of printf function, we are simply printing the content of the str1. That means we are printing the resultant string. Hence the output is welcome to C programming. When we run the program, see the output. Welcome to C programming. Here is a word of question for you. An undefined behavior can be observed if size of str1 isn't long enough to accommodate the additional characters of str2. This is very important for us to understand. Here we can see str1 can only accommodate 15 characters, while str2 capable of storing 100 characters. But as it is capable of holding 15 characters only, therefore this whole string cannot accommodate with this particular str1 character array. But if you are lucky, might be possible the whole string will get stored in str1, but it is an undefined behavior because we don't know what is beyond this memory is allocated to us. But it is possible that there is some critical information stored in the memory beyond the memory allocation to us. Here this is an undefined behavior. Okay. Obviously this is a safer version of strcat called strncat. It appends the limited number of characters specified by the third argument passed to it. passed to it. Here, instead of simply appending all the characters of the second string, we are simply appending the length of limited number of characters, and this limited number of characters specified by the third argument passed to this strncat function. Please note down that strncat automatically adds null character at the end of the resultant string. Okay, so it is automatically added the null characters. There is no requirement of adding the null character at the end of the string manually. Here is an example which demonstrate how strncat function works. In this case, third argument passed to it size of str1 minus str length str1 minus 1. What does this statement means? Here we know that str1 that only accumulated up to 5 characters and str2 accumulated 100 characters. So it can accumulate only 5 characters. Therefore we don't want to apply this whole string at the end of the string. That is why we are using strnconcat concatenation function, because we want to store only limited number of characters. Hence, the third argument is passed like this: size of str1 minus string length str1 minus 1. Size of str1 will give size of the array. Here in this case, size of array is 5. Therefore, size of str1 is 5. And strlen str1 will give the size of the string. Here, the size of string stored in str1 is 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Basically, we are calculating the empty rooms available to us. Already 2 characters are stored within this str1. We are left with only 3 empty rooms. Okay. And obviously there is one room. There is one room which preserve for null characters. That is why we are substituting one of it. Therefore, finally, we are getting 5 minus 2 minus 1 will give us 2. So only 2 characters for this string will get appended at the end of the string. Therefore, finally, we print the resultant string. Will get the output is hell instead of hello exclamatory mark. When we run the program, see the output hell instead of hello exclamatory mark. Okay friends, if you have any queries, question, please write below in the comment section. I will answer them. If you like the video, please click on like button and share the video with your friends. For other topics, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload my new video. Thank you guys for watching my video. Have a good day.